Hi Aquarius, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. This is Shooting Stars Tarot. And let's get started with your December love reading. I am using a new deck that just came out on middle October, I believe, and it is called the Fountain Tarot. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. It's very light, so I will be holding the cards up so you can see them. All right, Aquarius. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What is going on in your love life? Spirit and universe, what are the messages and advice and guidance that you have for Aquarius love life? What are the energies and advice and guidance and messages that you have for Aquarius with respect to their love life this December? What does Aquarius need to know about their love life in December? Okay. All right. Again, I will hold these cards up so you can see them, because they are very light. I know. Okay, when I was doing my 3 piles, the third pile, there were some cards that almost landed on the top of the second pile, but they stuck and went to the bottom of the third pile, which ultimately was drawing this card that was at the bottom of the deck, which is a very important card, actually, for you, Aquarius. And little things like that happen, and it makes you realize that, like, there's a clear message that needs to be heard. And this is the 8 of Wands. And I'm chuckling, Aquarius, because out of all the signs, when, I guess you could say, when tensions run high or when there's disagreements, you're the one sign that doesn't communicate, because you go into your head and figure things out and don't really communicate outwardly. You're communicating inwardly, which is a good, solid thing to do, but it can cause issues in relationships. So if there's periods of silence in December, if there's confusion, Aquarius, if there's a disruption, talk about it. Talk about it with your partner. Talk about it with your person. They will be grateful. Okay, the reason why I specifically said that is because this column here, okay, is clear that there is going to be something that needs to be talked about. So you're going to have to communicate. If you do, it will allow, we have the Empress underneath, it will allow growth. If you communicate, it will allow growth. It will cause your relationship and your love life to remain grounded and emotional. Okay. 4 of Swords. 5 of Cups, okay? Healing, silence, sorting your thoughts out, okay? I'm not saying that you can't do that. That's what you do. That's what you need to do. But you also have to communicate. You can go and sort, but don't do it for 3 weeks. Do it for 2 days. Then communicate. 5 of Cups, deep regret. He's, unlike most tarot decks, he's actually looking down and looking back at 3 cups that are turned over. Not 2 like in most tarot decks, 3. This is deep-seated regret. There's still optimism. I mean, if he turns around, there's still 2 full cups, but 3, deep regret. And the King of Swords, which is you, Aquarius. Cutting off your emotions, being strategic, sorting things out, being 5 steps ahead of everybody, because you are very, very, very intelligent as an air sign. But he's sitting here in isolation inside of this, I don't know, cape. I'm just looking at this card. Hold on. You know, he's just kind of, all of the light, all of the color, everything is within him. And that's what makes air signs so beautiful. However, you also have to let somebody in there sometimes. Okay, so yes, you can be silent, you can sort, but you've got to open up. This is where the growth comes from with your love life this month. Communication. Okay, this first row, we talked about the 4 of Swords, we have the 7 of Wands, and we have the King of Wands. So you very, very easily could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 7 of Wands, defenses. King of Wands, fights with a purpose, gets things done, leader. Okay, he knows what's going on. The King of Wands, you very well could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Their defenses might be up. Their defenses might be up because you are being silent. One thing about fire signs, they can deal with anything. They can deal with anything as long as they know where they stand. When they don't know where they stand because there's silence, they get very frustrated. Their defenses go up. They start fighting back. Okay, communication is key. Center of the deck, 6 of Wands. You have Wands all over the place. We have Page of Wands under here. 6 of Wands. So there is going to be a victory. They are going to get a victory. You're going to get a victory. But this victory is surrounded by regret and, again, going off into isolation to sort your thoughts with the 6 of Swords. So this is a good thing to do. I mean, yes, it is. Everybody, sometimes more people probably need to sit in solitude and figure their own shit out before coming back and communicating. So it's a good thing. Just be careful how long you do it. The longer you do this, the more the fire signs defenses go up. Okay, just saying. But there will be a victory here. Maybe because you listen to this reading, and maybe because, you know, after a couple days you decide to pick up the phone and, you know, say something. So Page of Wands, again, they may actually start to really try to communicate. And I know, Aquarius, and I'm not hating on you. I'm not hating on you at all. But this is, you know, when tensions are high, or when there's a fight or disagreement, and there's this retreating that you do to sort. I mean, so I always just call it sorting. When an Aquarius does that, I call it sorting. So when you're doing that, a lot of times the other person will be pinging you and reaching out to you and trying to get a hold of you because they want to talk, but then you ignore it. And, you know, you will eventually come back and you have this wonderful, beautiful communication and everything's fine, but sometimes it's a little bit too long. So this is saying if they do that, while you're doing this, if they come forward and communicate, there could be a whole brand new, warm, solid, stable beginning if you just communicate and talk to them. Pick up the phone. Allow them to say their piece. Sometimes, especially with the fire sign, they don't want to fight. They just want to feel heard. So if you just let them say their piece, pick up the phone, agree to meet them for coffee, whatever the situation is. Let them say their piece, and then it'll smooth everything over for both of you. All right, Spirit of the Universe. I'm going to clarify these real quick, Aquarius. Spirit of the Universe, what are the clarifying messages that you have for Aquarius with respect to this love reading? Please clarify this reading for Aquarius. Please clarify this reading for Aquarius. Justice, Strength, Page of Swords, the Magician, Four of Cups, Nine of Coins, High Priestess, the Hermit, Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Wands underneath. Again, more wands, internal battle. So not only are their defenses up, but they're having an internal battle. The best way to smooth over an internal battle is to communicate. So they know where they stand, and then they feel good. As long as they know where they stand, they feel good. So Four of Swords being clarified by Justice. What does this mean? Right? Are you seeking karma? Are you wanting karmic revenge or karmic solution to something? Or this silence, this retreating, this healing? Ultimately, when I say the Four of Swords is silence, it's rest. It's needing to sort out your thoughts, just like the Six of Swords. It's needing to sort and rest your mind, because maybe some thoughts are kind of going off on down some rabbit hole that's kind of unnecessary. So be very balanced in where you allow your thoughts to be with respect to whatever the situation for you is in your love life. Seven of Wands being clarified by Strength. This is the card of Leo. So in order for them to, this fiery energy, okay, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but this fiery energy that's getting their feathers all ruffled by your silence, by your sorting, they're going to be maintaining their strength. All right, they may be reaching out to you and trying to communicate, but they're going to be maintaining their strength. It's a good thing. They're solid with who they are. Not in the way that you are. They are solid with who they are, but it's totally different with how you're solid with how you are. That's what you're really needing to recognize. That's what they need to recognize. You're very different energies. So appreciate those differences. Page of Swords. Understand those differences, because the Page of Swords, it can mean stalking, it can mean spying, watching, but it ultimately just means learning and analyzing. So before acting, and regardless of what they are doing, okay, sort your thoughts out and be able to communicate with clarity about how you are really feeling. Okay. All right. Five of Cups with the Magician. It is Mercury retrograde season. Exes are coming back all over the place. So there may actually be a new beginning with someone from your past, because this is clarifying the Five of Cups, the card of regret. So you very well may have there may be regret associated with something or someone, and then there's a whole new beginning. So that's cool. I'm excited for that. Or they may be trying to get, or you may be trying to get something off the ground from the past. But we also have the Four of Cups here, so there's boredom and apathy. But we also have the Six of Wands. So just because they might be acting like this now doesn't mean they're always going to be acting like that. There is victory here. There is victory here. And focusing on yourself. That's what this is with the Six of Wands, or Six of Swords, being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. That's what this is, Aquarius. All right. Going, spending some time by yourself, not too much, but separating yourself from the situation long enough so you can feel whole again and feel confident in who you are and what you're doing and what you want. And, keep in mind their feathers are going to be ruffled while you're doing this, but get solid with you first. And then, communicate. And listen to your intuition. King of Swords clarified by the High Priestess. You could be dealing with the water sign. But you're not void of intuition. Not at all. Out of all the air signs, you're probably the most intuitive, because you are at the end of the zodiac sign. You're right next to Pisces. And so you encompass so much of that intuitive essence. So you're going to be getting right with who you are and where you stand. They're going to be getting all their feathers are going to be ruffled all over the place. But, sometimes all they need to hear from you is, honey, I think that just give me a couple days. Just give me a couple days. Let's talk on Wednesday. All right. I care about you. I love you. Let's talk on Wednesday. I just need to chill for a bit. Nothing's wrong. I just need to sort things out in my mind. If you say that to a fire sign, they're going to get it. They're going to understand and they'll be fine. And that will allow you to do this and sort like you want to do. And then they'll just be fine. Their guard will be completely down. So we have the Page of Wands and the Hermit. How funny. I'm sitting here saying, they're going to try to communicate. They're going to try to communicate. And you're like, I want to be by myself right now. I need to sort. So you could also be dealing with the earth sign. You kind of have all the signs here, Aquarius. So I'll go through this high level for everybody when I'm done here. But, you know, again, we have this theme of silence and apathy and sorting and isolation mixed with the need to communicate, mixed with getting something off the ground, mixed with winning. So it's a very interesting month for you, Aquarius. Very interesting month. And we have the 8 of Cups clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. So Aquarius, this means that, yes, once you get through this thing, whatever it is that you're figuring out with your love life, there is a whole new solid beginning, and it's something that is deserving of a lot of effort and a lot of work. Don't forget that. This person, this relationship, your love life is deserving. This new beginning is deserving of a lot of effort and work. All right. Okay, let's pull some high-level advice and guidance. Spirit and Universe, what are the high-level advice and guidance messages that you have for Aquarius with respect to their love life in December? High-level advice and guidance. High-level advice and guidance. All right, Temperance. Emotional management. The Lovers. I'm going to talk about this card in a minute in detail. And the World. So you have the Magician and the World. So a whole new phase starting. Now, what I wanted to say about the Lovers card is if you look very closely at this card, these are 2 autonomous beings. They are independent souls. They are surrounded by this sphere of energy and light. They are in a union, but they are still their independent self. So Aquarius, I really feel that this month you're going to feel a little bit bogged down with your love life, and it's going to want to cause you to retreat a little bit. And the high level message is, yes, retreat. You need to sort out, but don't do it too long, because don't forget, with your love life, however it is right now, with whomever it's with, they are respecting the autonomy, just like you're saying, I need it. They are respecting the autonomy just like you feel that you need it. That's important. So understand that they know that. Okay. So in terms of advice and guidance, that's basically just what I said. They understand you. They understand who you are. So be you. But let them know that you need to be you. They know, but they also need that communication. Does that make sense? They totally get what you're doing, but they feel very left out in the cold when you just do it. They just need you to say, hey, I need a couple days. I'll talk to you later. I'm not going anywhere. I just need to do my thing for a minute. That, with a fire sign, will go miles and miles and miles. Okay? They know who, they want the autonomy just like you are, just like you do. They know that. They know you. Okay? Now, high level. Okay, if you're in a committed bond, you guys are going through something, and nothing's horrible. That's the thing. This whole reading this month for you, Aquarius, is more about learning and respecting personality differences. That's all. There's no major, huge new beginnings. There's no major endings. Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out. Nobody's cheating. Okay? There could be an ex coming back and things are going to get off the ground again. But, you know, this is more about understanding and respecting differences in personalities. And so if you're in a committed bond, do that. Do that for you. Do that for your partner. Do that for the relationship. Because remember, it is deserving of the effort. It is very much deserving of the effort. Okay, now if you're dating around or kind of just starting to date somebody, again, kind of the same message. I mean, if that's the case, there is a new beginning. There is an ending. There could be a new beginning with something that did end. And again, back to the respecting the differences and listening to yourself, staying true to yourself, which you always do, Aquarius. That's like one thing that that I just really admire about you, is you just definitely freaking know who you are, and everybody else can just suck it. So that's an awesome quality about you. If you're just dating, again, it's just like respecting the differences. They have to respect yours. You have to respect theirs. But you have to respect theirs. Okay? Which I think you're really good at doing that anyway. But yeah, endings and beginnings and beginnings and endings. If you're completely single and not even really dating but hoping to find love, I do see a new beginning here with potentially, we've got fire energy, we've got a pentacles. So, but again, it's going to come back down to really that whatever the beginning is, whomever it is that you meet, it is something that is solid. And I'm going to say it again. I know I'm repeating myself, but it is something that is deserving of the work. All right, it will definitely be worth it. So get excited about that if you're completely single. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for your 2018 love overviews. Those are going to be very long. I'm very excited about working on those. So get ready. Those will come up in a week or two. All right. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Love you. Bye.